Hello student, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Antenna and Propagation lecture series. In my previous lecture, I discussed about the phase array. Now, in this lecture, we discuss about the folded dipole antenna. In that, we discuss first about the introduction of the folded dipole antenna. Then we discuss about the three-wire folded dipole antenna. Then next we discuss about the impedance transforming property of the folded dipole antenna. Then we discuss about the derivation for input impedance. Next we discuss about the types of the folded dipole antenna. Next we discuss about the advantages of folded dipole antenna. And last we discuss about the application of folded dipole antenna. So now we start with the first one, introduction of the folded dipole antenna. So here in this figure, we see this is the figure of the folded dipole antenna. Normally we have seen this antenna in the Yagi-Uda antenna. It is the important modification of the conversion half-wave dipole, in which the two half-wave dipole have been folded and joined together as shown in this figure. One of the half-wave dipole in the continuous while other is split at the center. So here we can see this is the first one half-wave dipole, this is the continuous, and the second one, this is a split at the center, we can see here. The folded dipole which is split at a center is fed with the balanced transmission line. Here we can see this is the balanced transmission line we have given as an input. As a result, the voltage at the end of the two dipoles are same. So we can write the radiation resistance R radiate is the 2 square into 73. We know that the 73 ohm is the impedance of the half-wave dipole. So here we can get the impedance for the two-wire folded dipole antenna into 2 square into 73. So 4 into 73. So we get the radiation resistance is equals to 292 ohm. Now we discuss about the three-wire folded dipole antenna. So here this is the figure of the three-wire folded dipole antenna. Three-wire folded dipole is shown in the figure. It is also called as tripole because we know that in the dipole there is a two pole. So that's why it is known as the dipole. In the monopole antenna we also know that in the monopole antenna there is only one mode. So we call it as a monopole. But here there is a three pole. So that's why this antenna is also known as a tripole antenna. Now only 1/3 of the radiating current would be supplied at the input terminal. Then the radiation resistance of tripole is given as 9 times greater than the resistance of conventional dipole. So we can find out radiation resistance is equals to 3 square into 73 ohm. So 3 square is nothing but a 9 into 73. So we get 657 ohm. Now impedance transforming property of folded dipole antenna. So the impedance transformation can be done by changing the radius of conductor in the folded dipole antenna itself. Practically for the unequal radii dipole, the transformation ratio of 1.5 to 20 can be achieved. Now, derivation of the input impedance. The equivalent circuit of two-wire folded dipole antenna of length λ/2 as shown in this figure. The applied voltage V1 which is applied across the terminal 1, 1 gets equal divided in each dipole as voltage V1/2. So here we have given the voltage V1 in this dipole So the equation can be written as, we can write the equation as V1 by 2 is equals to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. So here this Z11 is indicate the self impedance of dipole 1 and this Z12 is indicate the mutual impedance between the dipole 1 and dipole 2. And I1 and I2 is the current through the respective dipole. That means I1 is in the one dipole and I2 is indicating the current in the second one dipole. Now we are assuming both the dipole of equal radius, we can have the condition I1 is equals to I2. So now by using this equation, that means we can write the equation number 1 as V1 by 2 is equals to Z11 plus Z12 into I1, because I1 is equals to I2. That's why we have write this equation. Now, if the two dipoles are very close to each other, such that the spacing between the two is of the order of lambda by 100, then we can approximate that Z11 is equals to Z12. That means if we consider we have two dipoles in the folded dipole antenna, we know that, and that dipoles are very close to each other, such that the spacing between the two dipoles is of the order of lambda by 100, then we can approximate this Z11 is equals to Z12. So by using this property, we can change this equation number 3. So we get the V1 is equals to 2 into 2 Z11 into I1. So we can write the V1 is equals to 4 Z11 I1. Thus the input impedance of the antenna is given by Z is equals to, we know that Z is equals to V1 upon I1. So it's nothing but Z is equals to 4Z11. And we also know that this is the Z11 is nothing but the 73 ohm. So we get the input impedance Z is equals to 292 ohm. Now we discuss the derivation for input impedance in the 3-wire folded dipole case. Now we can write the voltage equation similar to the 2-wire folded dipole as V1 by 3 is equals to Z11 plus Z12 plus Z13 into I1. And here we have considered or assumed the I1 is equals to I2 is equals to I3. Now, assuming that all the elements are placed very close to each other. So same we consider in the 2-wire dipole antenna, we have considered here in the 3-wire dipole antenna. Like a Z11 is equals to Z12 is equals to Z13. So we can write this equation as the V1 by 3 is equals to 3 Z11 into I1. So finally we get the V1 is equals to 9 into Z11 into I1. So now the input impedance of the tripole we can write as Z is equals to V1 upon I1. So I1 is cut. So Z becomes the 9Z11. And we have the value Z11 is equals to 73 ohm. So we get the input impedance for the 3-wire folded dipole antenna is 657 ohm. Now, if the radius of the 2-wire dipole are made unequal, then the general expression for the input impedance is given by Z is equals to Z11 into 1 plus R2 upon R1 square. So we can write 73 into 1 plus R2 upon R1 square. So where here this R1 is indicate the radius of dipole 1 and R2 is indicate the radius of dipole 2. Now if we select the R2 is equals to R1, then we can write this equation as Z is equals to 73 into 1 and instead of R2 we have write the 2R1 upon R1. So when we simplify this equation, we get the Z is equals to 657 ohm. Now let be the distance between the two dipole. Then according to the Professor Yuda and Musuke, the impedance is given by Z is equals to Z11 1 plus log A upon R1 upon log A upon R2 square. We can express the above relationship in terms of the ratio of antenna input impedance Z to the self impedance of dipole. Then the ratio is called the impedance transformation ratio, or in the short form we can write as ITR. So we can write ITR is equals to Z upon Z11. So here the Z11 term is cut. So we get the ITR, that means the impedance transformation ratio is equals to 1 plus log A upon R1 upon log A upon R2 square. Is nothing but we can write as a ZR. And for two-wire folded dipole antenna, the ITR, that means impedance transformation ratio, variation ZR with respect to spacing A and the conductor radius R1 and R2 is shown in this figure. So we can see this is the different value of the ZR for the R1 and R2. Now we discuss the type of the folded dipole antenna. So these are the different types of the folded dipole antenna we can see here. So first one, figure A is indicated 3-wire folded lambda by 2 dipole antenna. Then B figure indicate the 4-wire folded lambda by 2 dipole antenna. Then this figure C is indicated 2-wire folded 3 lambda by 4 dipole antenna. Then the D figure indicate the 4-wire folded 3 lambda by 8 dipole antenna. And last one is the 2-wire 3 lambda by 2 stub antenna. So these are the different type of the folded dipole antenna. Now we discuss about the advantages of this folded dipole antenna. So first one advantage is it has the high input impedance. Second one, it has a greater bandwidth. Third one, it acts as a built-in reactance compensation network. Next, its construction is simple and is cheaper, because we know that we can construct the folded dipole antenna by using simply two dipole antenna. It has better impedance matching characteristics. Now we discuss about the application of this folded dipole antenna. So first one and the foremost important application of this folded dipole antenna, it is used as a feed element of TV antenna. That means we have seen in the Yagi-Uda antenna, we use the folded dipole antenna as a driver element. Now second one application is it is used as a feed element for the antenna with very low and very high terminal impedance, so that no impedance matching is required. So in this lecture we discussed about the folded dipole antenna, and in that we have discussed introduction of folded dipole antenna, then we discussed about the 3-wire folded dipole antenna, then we discussed about the impedance transforming property of folded dipole antenna, next the derivation for the input impedance of the folded dipole antenna, then we discussed the types of the folded dipole antenna and the advantages and the application of the folded dipole antenna. So here in this lecture we have discussed the important antenna, that is the folded dipole antenna. Thank you.